We got our first person. Who are you? Let me know. Hey Jimmy, how's it going? How's your day? Hey Paul, how's it going? Elena, good to see ya. Just me today. Who else we got? Natasha, Dana, Star, Joseph, all natural. How's it going? Jimmy. Oh wow. Jennifer Gibson, Michelle, Paul, good. Awesome. Nico, good. I'm doing well. It was a hectic last few days of filming, so finally home. Eileen, what's up, Majestic Peg? Purple Flurple, I love that name. How's it going? How are you guys enjoying Frightmare Before Christmas so far? Bray, what's up, brah? I think I've mentioned to you in a live before. That's my buddy that lives in Chicago now. Brilliant so far, brilliant, awesome, good. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. This is a big month for us. We're really excited about it, so I'm glad you guys are digging it. Well, we kind of figure out there's not going to be every single day. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, last year we did all reruns in December. This year we're aiming for 12 new videos. For sure there's going to be 10, but we're aiming for 12. There's my buddy Pearl. How's it going? Plenty of spots you guys could hit. Yeah, man. And Chicago's not really even that far. We can get there in... Well, I did that drive in 12 hours. From here to... Or from Chicago to here. What happened to the website? Yeah, it was a failure. What else can we say? It just... We were really excited about it. And, yeah. It just failed. It was a misstep. Here again, just having a beer. I like to have a beer on stream. Just hit the like. Yeah, hit the like button if you haven't. What's up, Derek? You guys be able to... Sorry, I missed your comment. Werewolf, Super Channel. Super Channel, definitely in Canada. There could be more yet. The only reason we haven't had more sales is because there hasn't been a pilot episode yet. But Super Channel in Canada for sure. We're working on UK and possibly Australia as well. Amazon, yeah, Super Channel. It's one of those channels you can get on Amazon. Just like Stars and Shudder. You can also get Super Channel. We'll be on there. Hopefully, eventually, we'll get onto regular Amazon Prime. That would be huge. I gotta tell you, it's a little bit weird doing this without Johnny. But, I mean, I've done it before. It's not a huge deal. Good job, Nico. Did I miss something? What's up, Nico? Yeah, 13-hour drive. Yeah, Bray, we miss you too, buddy. Can't wait to see ya. Springtime, that's just a few short months away. Sorry, catching up. Purple Flurple, thank you so much for the dono. Oh, Nico gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much, Nico. Sorry, I missed that while I was talking. Hello from Florida. Hello from Canada. It's a pretty warm day here, but nothing like Florida, I'm sure. Hey, Don, how's it going? You guys have any questions about Frightmare? Or about the show? Or anything? I'm here to chat for probably the next hour, probably till 8, so ask away. Can't see your comments. My vape cloud. Had a heck time canceling. Yeah, sorry about that. We thought it'd be a lot easier. You talking to me losing weight? I have. I've actually lost like 20 pounds ish since July. How much on average? I'm not sure about average. It's different depending on how long we're there and how long the drive is. So, because obviously we gotta get gas, we gotta buy food. Which is nice about the TV show. They give us per diems to cover all that. But for the channel, yeah, that all comes out of our pocket. So what made you come up with Frightmare? Basically, so December, I don't know if you know, it's, oh, Bray, thank you so much for the dono. Sorry, I haven't quite got down there. I'm catching up on comments. Yeah, December is the best month of the year for ad revenue. And we had been gone for a few months, as you guys are well aware of. You guys are bugging us all the time when to come back, and we figured, you know what, like, we could film. I think we came up with this in like October, and we're like, hey, last year we posted old episodes in December to try to hit that ad revenue. Like, what if we do a bunch of new episodes as well, 10 to 12 new episodes, and then reruns for the rest of the month? Because last year, what happened was we did the old episodes, and our plan at that time, it worked exactly how we thought. We made a good amount of money, and we said, okay, let's find an editor so we can just film. We can just send this off to the editor, and we can just, you know, focus on that. We don't have to take time to edit the videos. But we never found the editor. The guy we thought we found ripped us off a lot of money. And yeah, that we were kind of back to square one. And that's kind of where we were hoping the website would take off. That was our next big idea. And the website didn't take off either. It kind of flopped. A lot of you guys weren't happy about it. And I know it was just like nothing that we tried last year really worked out. So Frightmare this year is about kind of trying to start off New Year on the right foot again, and this time, you know, do it right, not try to put our trust in somebody we can't trust, and rely on ourselves and get things going the way we wanted it to. Shotgun a beer? Dude, I don't know. I don't do that anymore. Maybe if this was like an all-night stream and me and Johnny were together, we might shotgun a beer. When does Ghost Upgrade start on Amazon? I heard my director yesterday say shooting for, I think, spring still. I'm not sure. It could be fall. That's kind of out of our hands, unfortunately. It's still going to be an actual channel, like on YouTube? No, it's going to be on Super Channel. So I think, like, Super Channel, like, some people get Super Channel on TV, but for me, I can get it on Amazon Prime. Or if you have Amazon, it's one of the other channels you can get, like Shudder or Stars or Paramount Plus. Those are all like other things you can add on to Amazon. And Super Channel is another one. Love all the episodes. Reruns not. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Missed the channel. Say we're guys going to Chicago. Well, my buddy Braden here, he moved to Chicago a few years ago, and he was saying to come down, which we'd obviously love to do. I haven't really spent much time in Chicago. I've only driven by a few times. Twice, to be exact. And both times was during rush hour, so I didn't have a great time dealing with the Chicago rush hour traffic. Nico, thank you so much. Sorry, I'm still I'm catching up here. Trying to get to everybody. $50 dono, that's amazing. We really appreciate it, brother. We tell the history as good as you favorite part. Thank you so much. That's something that I definitely take pride in. It's funny because, like, you guys, I feel like a lot of you guys, like, for obvious reasons, is like the investigation's like the main part of the episode. But like when I watch it, it's like I just love how Johnny takes kind of what I did with the story and how he like makes an edit around the story. Those are always like my favorite parts to watch because I already know what happens during the investigation, right? When will the show premiere? Yeah, I answered that earlier. Either spring or fall. That's kind of out of our hands. You do need a fan stand by. You're right. It sucks sometimes. Yeah, we know. We know you guys love us. Are you staying in Manitoba? What do you mean, like for the show or just in general? For the show, we're going to be traveling around a little bit, but there is a bunch of stuff we are doing in Manitoba. You have much time to play music? I still kind of just play my acoustic here in my room. We're in my bedroom, by the way. You guys know. But I play in my room a little bit. I'd like to get back playing live again. When you think you get activity with just you and Johnny, then you can do crew. Sorry, I'm trying to understand that. You can get activity with just you and Johnny. I don't know. It kind of depends on the place, honestly. Are you playing Trapped in the Basement 2 this month? No, I don't think so. Because Trapped in the Basement 2 was for the website. And because it was for the website, we used a bunch of copyrighted stuff. Like some of the music that we used and the sound effects were actually like copyrighted because we didn't have to worry about being demonetized because it was on the website, right? So it would kind of defeat the purpose to post it during Frightmare. But it is a great episode. I do love that episode. Where's Johnny? Johnny is currently putting the finishing touches on the next new episode. Or the one after that. I'm not exactly sure where he's at. But yeah, there's a new episode, as you guys know, coming out tomorrow. Old Geezer Part 2, which you're not going to want to miss because if you've seen Old Geezer Part 1, I kind of feel like that's more of kind of a setup episode to what's happening in Part 2. Even though there was like really great stuff that happened in Part 1, Part 2 is really crazy. So you're not going to want to miss it. I haven't seen her in a long time, for everybody asking. I don't really like talking about that, but I mean, I get, not everybody's in the live streams, but I get asked that all the time, and I don't really like talking about it. Need a banjo player? Yeah, maybe. I'm not opposed to it. You guys can, yeah, we always want to. We've always been wanting to go to the States. You do investigate your place? Where's your place? Glad to be home? Absolutely. We're probably going to be doing some more filming this month. But, yeah. Milwaukee, yeah, totally. I'd love to go to Milwaukee. It's just down the road, right? So, yeah, hour and a half away. Please investigate Ontario. Yeah, we'd love to do like an Ontario tour. Like we'd love to start in like Kenora, Thunder Bay, and just kind of make our way to like Toronto or even Ottawa if we can find as many places. That might be in the cards one day. Winchester House. Jeez, you guys are commenting like crazy. I'm trying to get to everyone. I know I'm way behind here. Good to see you too, BB. Haunted Hill House in Texas. Yeah, we've talked about doing like a little Texas tour. We did a podcast a year or two ago with somebody from Texas, and they were saying you can do kind of a loop through like the major cities in Texas and hit a bunch of spots. So that's something we've talked about. You struggle finding places? Sometimes, I feel like our first year of the channel, that's when we could hit like a lot of the more easy ones to hit, and that's another reason we were able to do like a video a week when we first started out. But yeah, it's been a little tougher lately. Nico, thank you so much. You already donated 50 earlier. You didn't have to do any more, but we really appreciate it, man. How does it feel to film with a crew? It's different, I said to Johnny, it's like, I feel like just the dumbest person in the room because everyone there, like the sound guys, or the sound guy, I should say, it's one guy, Danny, he's a great guy. And like the camera guys, they're just so good at what they do. It's like, man, I feel like the show should be about them, and then, putting me in front of the camera while these guys did all this work, it feels a little weird, but It's a lot of fun. They're all really good guys, so it's been a pleasure. Remember the Cabin Fever episode? It was crazy. That's probably my favorite video that we've ever done, honestly. And when it first came out, I kind of felt that it flopped a little bit, but it's getting some traction. Like, I didn't look at the views on it for a while, and I thought it only had like maybe 40, 50,000, but it's over 70,000 now. So I'm glad to see it's finally kind of getting the recognition I believe it deserves anyway. Hello from Hamilton. Hello, how's it going? I've spent quite a bit of time in Hamilton, especially when I was a kid. Went out there a few times. Hey, Tweedle, how's it going? Oh, your daughter Kyla said hi. Okay, I didn't understand. Okay, thank you so much, Kyla. I'm sorry. Now I feel bad that I didn't reply to that comment earlier. I really appreciate it. Super late in the UK. Yeah, I understand. It's only like mid-evening here in Manitoba, Canada. Just be careful of filming. Don't burn yourself out. No, it's not going to happen. Not this month anyway. We're definitely very hungry. And we're actually really excited to get filming again. Hey Laura, how's it going? Places. Stay in touch. I've got locations in Ontario. Sweet. Mama Dukes, if you have Instagram, I'm not sure if you follow us on Instagram, but get a hold of us on there. That's usually the best way to get a hold of us, so. Let's connect with other YouTubers. Yeah, we talked about doing something with Haunted Side last year. It just didn't work out. It's probably still on the table. I'm sure Patrick would be down to have us anytime. Whew, there we go. Finally caught up in the comments. Hold on. Whoa. Today, 9 years clean. Dude, that's amazing. Congratulations. I respect anyone who's done anything that, I don't want to say drastic, but like, I know that's like really hard thing to quit, obviously, especially heroin. I've heard plenty of stories. So yeah, I'm really happy for you. Merry Christmas, darling. You have another job? Yeah, me and Johnny do some flooring as well. Last year, that's mainly what we were doing before the last Frightmare we did. We did a lot of flooring. I might do a little bit this month too. Just kind of in between some filming days. Just to get some more extra money for the holidays, but... You guys have any more questions for me about Frightmare, about the show? A little Irish blood. I think my ancestry is Scottish, actually. I think someone on my mom's side was from Scotland. That's where the red hair comes from. Will the new show be a combo of new and old locations or all new? They're all going to be new. Which we're stoked about. There's plenty of places that are, like Farpoint Films, our production company, they actually have a research team. And that their job is to call around everywhere. And they've sniffed out some places that we had never even heard of. Does ghost hunting change your opinion on the afterlife? Yeah, I think so. It's something, I don't know, I still kind of, I don't know what my full opinion is now. I used to be a total staunch atheist for a long time. But, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really fleshed out, like, what my opinion is or how it's changed, to be honest. Did you ever come to Louisiana? You know what? I think our director was saying for season 2, if we get a season 2 of the show, he wants to get us down to New Orleans. Which, that would be amazing. I've always wanted to go. To help with my recovery, watching your episodes. Dude, that's awesome. I think you mentioned that in a live previously. And those are some of the best comments that we get, man. Like we so happy that we can help you through your stuff, and you know other people have said similar things. It's like those are my favorite comments, and also like how some people say that Paranormies is kind of like a family event for them. Like when a new episode comes out, the family sits down to watch us. That's unreal. East Tennessee. Yeah, I would love to get back to Tennessee sometimes. A lot of you probably know I lived in Nashville for 4 years. I've only been to East Tennessee once. I spent one night in Knoxville to play a show with a band called Veil of Maya. So that was really cool. There were a band that I listened to for many years before I got to open for them. So I don't know if you're in Knoxville or anywhere else, but it was at the Concourse. What age did you and Johnny decide to try ghost hunting? Well, when did we start the channel? 2020. I would have just turned 29 years old, but we told the story on the channel. Our first experience that we had together. Actually, I don't know if Braden's still in the chat, but he was there, where we went to a place called the Macbeth House, and we sat in front of the house on the street, and we just watched it for like I don't even know how long. We were all just staring at the house, and at the same time, we all saw like a shadow just move across the window, and like that was enough. We were like 17, and we just freaked out. We just drove away, and just like, oh man, that was so crazy. And then we just like played some good music, and we were just stoked about it all the way home. Are you there, Bray? Do you remember that? Hi from deep South Texas. How deep are we talking? Is that like Galveston, Corpus Christi, San Antonio? Furthest south in Texas I've ever been is just to Dallas, which obviously that's not very south in Texas. Johnny's been to Galveston. How young was I? I don't know. I was in grade 5, maybe like 8, 9 years old. I saw this like orb of electricity that just kind of moved across the room, and it would just appear in different places. And at the time, I was a kid, and I just thought it was something that I didn't understand yet. But then I saw that exact same thing like 20 years later. Or not 20 years later, more like, I don't know, 12, 13 years later, when I was at my buddy's house in a different city, and I saw the exact same thing. And I knew as an adult, like, that wasn't just some electricity, this was something different. And it freaked me out enough just to leave. Got in my car and just drove home in the middle of the night. Temple, Texas. I know Temple from No Country for Old Men. I know they mentioned Temple, Texas. When you're doing a sensory deprivation session, do you feel you get the most interaction? Yeah, we feel so. That's usually why we like to do it more times often than not, because we feel like things just kind of pop off during the sensory deprivations. Tyler, Texas. I'm pretty sure they mentioned Tyler, Texas, and No Country for Old Men as well, if I'm not mistaken. Which I'll say, if you haven't seen that movie, I don't care where you're from, that's an amazing movie. I should actually rewatch it again soon. Ugh, my back's starting to hurt. Wish I could just recline like this, but I can't see the comments. Ugh. I'm scared of conjuring something or accidentally getting channel. What would you suggest for something who is very curious? I'd say just, cover your bases, say a prayer. Like, I do it, even though I'm not, like, the most religious person, I still, just in case, just to cover that base, I'll say a little prayer. And I have my little stone that I got from Patty that I keep with me at all times. Maybe try to get your hands on some quartz to carry around with you. And get some sage and smudge. Run some sage in your room. Try to cleanse yourself. It would be cool to see you both come to West Virginia. We are coming to West Virginia for the show. I forgot to mention that earlier. Someone said come to the States. But yeah, we are lined up to film in West Virginia at the Trans-Allegheny for the show. I'm not sure when that's happening. It'll probably be in the new year. You started off the last 2 episodes. Yeah, we've been doing that a little bit more lately. Usually we've been, like in the past, we've done it kind of later on. But we figured, like, why not just kind of start it off with a bang, you know? Your dreams ever come reality and through life, really like, I've been there before. I feel like it. I don't know. I couldn't name any specific event off the top of my head. But the prison, it was like an insane asylum, right? I have to look at the notes again. I don't really know much about it. Apparently the lady that owns it is interesting. So I'm excited. Boston, yeah. The entire like eastern United States, I would love to go. There's so many spots. You gotta go. Okay, Chris. Remember shit. That's cool, yeah. I think that was Nico. You can thank Nico from Nico. You can thank Nico for that. Yeah, thanks for joining me, Chris. Hope you have a good night. Sanitarium, yeah. Sanitarium, insane asylum. Ow. Hey, Pastor B, how's it going? What about paranoias? Go grow mindfully as I feel most gunners do. Yeah, absolutely. You're right about that. From Nova Scotia. Hey, how's it going? Hello from your brother from the prairies here. West Virginia's the Allegheny. Yeah, that's the one we're going to. Do you have any paranormal investigators that inspire our work? I don't know, not for me personally. Like, that's probably a better question for Johnny, because Johnny was kind of like obsessed with this stuff before we started. He kind of like got me into it, and for me it's like I just kind of honestly Johnny's probably my biggest influence, to be honest. I kind of like learned a lot from him, and it's kind of influenced me in my style as well. Hey Lori, how's it going? We love you too. Son Malachi is with you. Funny story. Not a funny story, actually. Definitely not a funny story. But my mom miscarried when I was a kid, and that was supposed to be my first sibling, and that was his name. So hi Malachi, how you doing? So glad you're putting out content again. I'm so glad too. It's really good to be back. Hopefully for good this time. I think we have it figured out now. Do we want to do any meet and greets? Yeah, honestly, we were thinking of being more active on Snapchat when we travel. We have our location turned on, so you guys can come hang out with us wherever we're at. Who would you like to team up with? Ooh, I don't know. Well, I would probably say the haunted side, Patrick. You know, for one, he's the guy we've had probably the most contact with, and he's been super cool to us. So I would absolutely love to do an episode with him. Pull your chair closer to the desk and lower your seat. Yeah, I'm kind of have a Jimmy rig set up here. I can't even lower my seat. This is just like a regular like reclining chair. I don't think it lowers. My grandma picked this up from not the dollar store, the thrift store for me a little while ago. Favorite video is the Wendigo. Thank you so much. We feel like that one doesn't get enough credit, but that was a really, really freaky one. Making good channels look bad. We just do our thing. We're not trying to do anything like that, but thank you. Who you got? Jason, Michael, or Freddy? Michael's my boy, all the way. Halloween are some of my favorite movies ever. But I love Jason and Freddy too. I love all the old slasher movies. What's that mean for your birthday? Were you going to come out for my birthday? Can't remember that. I don't remember much from my birthday though. Which location was your favorite? I'd say overall the Fort Garry Hotel, because that's like the main place here in Manitoba that everyone knows is haunted. It has the most history. It's the most famous haunted location, and we got to do it pretty early on in our YouTube career. And I think that was the video too. We were talking about it the other day. That's kind of like when our style went from like totally amateur to more closer to what it is now. That was like the first step in that direction. Would love to see you buddy up with Mindseed. Yeah, we'd love to do that as well. We've never spoken with Casey, but we've had a little bit of contact with Colton. Probably not enough to get us on there. And Tanner as well, but I think Tanner's been absent for a long time. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't really watch many other channels, but will you tell the whole story? Yeah, I think that's one of our biggest strengths. It's something I really take pride in. I said it earlier, in the way like Johnny like edits the video around my narration. Those are always my favorite parts of the videos. Who's Patrick? Patrick from the Haunted Side. Is there anywhere you wouldn't go? I don't know. Probably not, honestly. If we hear like a crazy story somewhere, we definitely want to go there, so. Just like my son. Well, we should get a picture together. Do a podcast? Yeah, that's a good idea. We've talked about it before. Foreman Brothers, yeah. I think Johnny commented on one of their videos. It was a while ago already. But I think they said just in the comments they were down, but like no formal talks took place, so. Really, but you guys don't scream. Thank you. That's another thing we try really not to do. We still get freaked out. But yeah, that's another reason why I don't really like to watch other channels, because that's kind of annoying for me as well. Like Jasco, yeah, I've heard that. I've never watched him. I wish him well, but. Okay, caught up in comments again. Yeah, screaming. I don't think you could ever catch me screaming. If you knew me in real life, you know that I'm a pretty, I'm not a very like loud person. So just the fact of, my own introversion alone would make me not scream at anything, because it would just feel weird for me. What would be your ultimate location? I'd still say I'd like to do the Conjuring house, even though it's been done to death. Like I swear, who is it? I think it's Exploring with Josh. Me and Johnny were going through his channel the other day, and it's like he's there like every month. Manisha, yeah. Yeah, that I kind of freaked out though. I was like, fuck. Fuck. Sorry, I know there's kids. But yeah. I definitely freaked out there. I still wouldn't call it screaming. Any hint on what investigation might be uploading? Skinwalker, maybe? Well, no real Skinwalker stories happen around here. More just like Wendigo stories, which we did an investigation looking for a Wendigo. And I think we might have found one. But yeah, if we go down to like Arizona or like that whole Navajo southwest region, maybe we would. Colby team did the Conjuring. Yeah, like everyone's done the Conjuring house, right? But I would still love to go there. I know someone in New Mexico that's into it. Who is it? You? Oh, Ghost Toast. Okay. Well, we might have to get in touch with Ghost Toast. Can't watch Jaska. No, I can't comment. Like I said, I can't comment on that. I don't know. I don't watch the video. Who designed your logo? That was actually Johnny's cousin. She's done a lot of artwork for us, and she designed it. We had the idea for it, and she just absolutely nailed it. Do you like to go to Europe? I would love to go to Europe. Never been overseas. I've been around North America quite a bit. I've been to, United States. I've been to Mexico. Been all around the United States. I've been all around Canada. I've never been overseas, so absolutely. What would be the scariest entity you would be afraid to face? I don't know, the devil? Probably. Blessing only angers it. That's too bad. That's interesting. A laughing demon, like it's just like in her room and she hears it laughing like all the time, or what? Thank you so much, Sam. Really appreciate it. The kind words. Yeah, I'm good, Jade. Monty and Permanent Ragnar. That's a really good compliment. I mean, they're huge. I know for Johnny, like they definitely influence his editing style, especially some of the older stuff. Johnny's also like really influenced by movie directors. Like Christopher Nolan is a guy he talks about a lot that really influences him. Oops, phone almost fell over there. And the farm. That's another huge compliment. They seem like really good guys. Okay, Derek, thank you so much for joining me. I know I can always count on seeing you. So have a good night, brother. Talk to you on the next one. Majestic Peg, thank you so much for joining me. Good to see you as always. Oh. I was gonna go till about 8 o'clock, so about another 20 minutes. You guys have any other questions? Love you too, Melissa. What influenced me? Well, I said earlier, like Johnny kind of got me into it. Like he was obsessed with paranormal stuff, and when he asked me to do a channel with him, it kind of came out of the blue for me. I had like a couple of weird experiences, but I never really thought about doing it on YouTube or in any capacity. So yeah, Johnny was my influence. All right, Tweedle. Good to see ya. I know you'll be in the premiere tomorrow, right? What's your name? Jolia? Yeah, no problem. Really appreciate that. Yeah, do not miss the conclusion of that grumpy old asshole tomorrow. You're definitely not going to want to miss it. And keep in mind, this was our Halloween investigation. Which, to me, makes it even freakier. Sinister Farm. Yeah, that was something. I don't think we haven't got anything like that, like, since. Probably never will either. Oops, sorry. You know, when you work at doing something you love, you never really have to work a day in your life. Yeah, absolutely, Tina. Yeah, I'm trying to reply to everyone. It's no problem. I like to talk to all you guys. And we love you too. You have a favorite horror video game? Like, I don't know. I've never really played anything like Outlast or anything like that. Those like true horror games or like Five Nights at Freddy's, which I'd like to. I think the closest thing would probably be, I've played The Last of Us. I really love those games. I would consider those a horror game. You still carry the crystal? Yep, absolutely. Thank you so much, Krista. Okay, I don't know your name, drywall guy. But thank you so much for being here. Remember watching you perform at Pops. Is it Pops? In St. Louis? Was it Pops? I can't remember the name of the venue. I'm pretty sure that's St. Louis, right? Was it with Tetrarch? Did you ever spend a night in the catacomb? Maybe. Not the Paris catacombs, I'll tell you that. Thank you so much, Michael. I really appreciate it. Want to go to Alcatraz? Absolutely. I've been fascinated with Alcatraz for most of my life. And even, yeah, just to see it would be awesome. You have places that you went with high hopes and nothing really happened? Yeah, that's happened. Definitely. Early on, especially, we were really excited to go to the St. Norbert Trappist Monastery just outside of Winnipeg. And, yeah, that video just never made it to the channel. Well, it did make it to the channel, but we eventually took it down. It was just such a boring episode. And we were just like, nah, like, we don't really, if it's not going to be awesome, why have it up there? So, yeah, St. Louis. That's cool. It's cool that you were there. I think that's the first time that somebody said that they saw me perform with my band. That's really awesome. TV show airs on Prime. It's gonna be on like the Prime, like you know how you can get other channels on Prime, like you have Amazon Prime, which is like the regular thing, but then you can also get Shudder, you can get Stars, Paramount Plus, all that. We're gonna be on Super Channel in Canada at least. There's probably gonna be more, but a lot of networks are just waiting for us to put out a pilot episode. Name of the show is Ghosts Off Grid. Because the thing is, like, we're just gonna be like off the grid, either like an off the grid like location, kind of remote, or if it's gonna be like more in town, we're off the grid, like we shut all the power off. Looking forward to tomorrow's episode. I'm looking forward to the premiere. This is one I've been looking forward to. It kind of sucks we did the first part on, when was it, on Sunday, and you guys had to wait all week for the second part. We wish we would have done like Friday, Sunday, but whatever. I'm sure you guys don't mind. It's gonna be well worth the wait. What type of music moves you? I'm into a lot of stuff, man. In high school, I was a diehard metalhead. because that stuff just like got me moving and gave me kind of an identity. I'm wearing a Metallica shirt right now, actually. I'll hit a flex too real quick now that I have the opportunity. But yeah, these days a lot of I love like Eminem is one of my favorite artists too. I listen to a lot of Eminem still. He was my top artist on Spotify Raps. Um, a lot of other stuff too. Hardy, like I'm getting into a little more country, a little Morgan Wallen. Hardy is probably my favorite country artist because he's very rock influenced, which really appeals to me. I actually saw him on a podcast on Theo Vaughn's podcast recently, and he's kind of a lot like me. He didn't grow up listening to country; he grew up listening to rock, and he just kind of found a career in country. So I like him a lot. He has a song called "The Mockingbird and the Crow," which is kind of it's about basically like growing up in a small town, and then like moving to Nashville and like finding a music career, which is something I can definitely relate to. So I was actually listening it to today while I was cooking, and just singing along the words. Come to Cape Town, South Africa, dude, that would be a dream come true. Glad you all haven't done an episode on Bigfoot. Well, don't say we won't because Johnny is a huge, huge Bigfoot believer. And actually, I think that yeah, that was what we were gonna do last year with Haunted Side when we were talking about it. Met Billy Joel, he is amazing. That's really cool. Billy Joel's a legend. Ever listen to Upchurch? I've heard Upchurch. Like I know people have told me because I kind of like that. It's like that country rap style, right? I love that stuff. I love stuff like Yellow Wolf. I like some Jelly Roll. So yeah, that would totally probably be up my alley. Recommend me some good songs. I'll check it out. Smoked a little with Snoop. Okay, that's amazing. Smoking with Snoop Dogg is like playing hockey with Wayne Gretzky. That's awesome. You guys use infrared or heat signatures to identify. Yeah, actually, like for the channel, we've actually been doing a lot of that. They actually got themselves a really good night vision camera and really good thermal camera. So there's gonna be a lot of that on the show. We have night vision too, but they're pretty cheap, but they do the job. Love, love, love Metallica. Yeah, me too. My all-time favorite band. What else? Oh, sorry. Paris Paloma. Yeah, I'll check it out. You tried scrying? What is that? Is that a typo? My favorite Metallica song is probably I don't know. Nobody asked. It's probably Blackened. Blackened or Battery. Or just those super aggressive, super heavy, old school Metallica songs. That's more what I'm into. I actually do like a lot of the 90s stuff, like the load, reload stuff. It's just kind of, I don't know about if it's a hot take, but it's generally not liked by the most Metallica's audience, but I love it. Scrying with Mirrors, I'll have to look into that. Saw Queen in Dallas. Ooh, that's unreal. Queen of Legends. New stuff's pretty good. Yeah, I like. I wasn't into the newest album too much, but I really liked Hardwired to Self Destruct. It's when you stare into a mirror. Okay, okay, I see. We had what was that episode? Oh, it was the Silent Sophie episode. It's another like really old episode. We did a little stuff with mirrors. Jeez, I got a ring light right here for my lighting, and every time I close my eyes, I just see a fucking bright ring just right here. Paris Paloma song in my spirit. Oh, that's cool. DM me on Instagram or Paranormies on Instagram just so I don't forget because I know I'm gonna forget. I'd like to check it out though. Adam Calhoun. Yeah, I actually like some Adam Calhoun. I like the stuff that he did with Tom McDonald. I'm not a huge Tom McDonald fan, but Yeah, a couple of those songs were pretty cool. What do you like doing in your downtime? I like to play guitar, man. That's what I've been doing a lot lately. I still like video games a little bit. I love going to the gym. I've been hitting the gym again pretty hard for the last, I don't know, since July. So what is that, 6 months? I've been pretty busy. I haven't been to the gym I won't say I haven't been to the gym at all in the last little while, but it's been few and far between. I'll probably go back tomorrow. So yeah, gym, guitar, video games, basically. I love to cook as well. Yeah, bro, there you go. Time. I've been on for 51 minutes. Huge into growing now. Love the greenhouse. Dude, me and my roommate planted a garden this past year. We got a lot of cucumbers, which unfortunately, I was going to make pickles, but I had no idea how. Then I couldn't get the ingredients because everyone was sold out when it was time for canning because everyone was buying them. So a lot of my cucumbers went bad. But I got a lot of green beans. Still have some green beans. Still have a lot of carrots left for my garden. We got a pumpkin. A lot of potatoes. Yeah, that was a nice summer hobby to have too. Can't wait to do it again. Till your biceps are huge. They would be bigger, but I haven't hit a workout soon, so I don't got that pump right now. I'm gonna finish a half sleeve. Do it. I want to get a chest piece next. I got all my tattoos like 10 years ago when I was like 19 or 20 years old. Four Horsemen, yeah, absolutely. That's classic. Cliff Burton, Dave Mustaine. Hold on, I was gonna read. I could talk Metallica all day, so let me read this comment. Yeah, those first four albums are great. Megadeth 2 is one of my favorite bands ever. I've actually met Dave Mustaine twice. The first time he was exactly like the Dave Mustaine you see in the interview. He's kind of snarky, kind of, you know, he's got that personality. But the second time I met him, it was in Nashville. It was when he just put his beer out and he was doing an autograph signing. I don't know, he arrived super late and he was like totally incoherent. I don't know if he was on a bunch of pills or something, but it was a little disappointing. But the first time I met him, it was really cool. What about game? GTA 6? Yeah, I played some Grand Theft Auto for sure. GTA 5 was awesome. I can't wait for GTA 6. I also played Call of Duty. Obviously, I love Call of Duty. I haven't bought one of the new ones since Cold War. I still play Cold War a lot. NHL. I love playing Shell. I'll kick anybody's ass at NHL. When you sleep, do you have nightmares? Nope. Not really. Occasionally. I think everybody gets a nightmare occasionally. What design for the chess piece? I've always wanted like a Halloween kind of themed. So like I don't know, I kind of wanted like the Crimson Ghost. Like I don't know what you know the Crimson Ghost. It's the Misfits logo, but like the original design from the old TV show. I kind of wanted him as like the centerpiece with some like jack-o'-lanterns on the side and some cemetery gates and like ghosts in the fog. I've just had it in my head for a long time. I've never really drawn it out or anything, but I've always thought about it. Will I be in the live chat tomorrow? Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't miss it. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Yeah, we haven't been in the last few for the reruns because we've been busy filming the show. We've been filming like 10 a.m. to like midnight. So, yeah, the last few days we haven't been able to, but for sure tomorrow. Being good at NHL is a Canadian superpower. Yep, absolutely. I think not on the which one is it? Like NHL 21. I think was it NHL 21 or 2020 when they first came out with NHL 3s. But there was a time where I was like top 20 in the world in 3s. Good night, Jordan. This chat was nice. Absolutely. Always love talking to you guys. I'll probably be on for another 5 minutes or so. Then I'm going to be getting off too. But yeah, I hope you guys all make the premiere tomorrow. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be a really good episode. And then another new one's coming out on Sunday. So it's going to be a big weekend. No, there's going to be no episode tonight. We decided just to do a live stream instead. Give you guys a little break from the reruns. And then just kind of talk to you guys, tell you what's going on, try to clear out any confusion if you guys have questions. All right, Joseph, good to see you, man. Hope to see you. Well, I know you'll be in the premiere tomorrow, or else I'm pretty sure. We were talking about smoking blunts with famous people. Really bad Royal J smoke with fun-loving criminals count? Maybe. I don't know who they are. But if they're famous people to you. Because I know I listen to a lot of people that you guys probably would be like, oh, who? Like, you met who? But to me, it's like a big deal, right? Like, I met Alexi Laiho from Children of Bodom. He's probably one of my all-time favorite guitar players. Met him on my 18th birthday. I know a lot of people wouldn't know who he is. Still get emotional a dime. Yeah, December 8th tomorrow. Yeah, that's true. It's also the day that John Lennon got shot. So December 8th is a dark day in music history. I think Frank Sinatra's son got kidnapped on December 8th too, which is crazy. So yeah, December 8th is a really dark day in music history. Let's talk about how you said no bullshit and in turn gave us the same exact videos. Dude, we're putting out 10 to 12 new episodes. You think we're going to put out a new episode every day? Get out of here. Dude, I said in that fucking thing that we're going to be doing reruns. Maybe you missed that part. What's the problem? We put out 12 new episodes and then nothing else in between. Then it would be fine. But then we do reruns in the meantime. No, I think you're just misunderstanding what is happening. Who puts out 12 new episodes in a month? Nobody does that. We're doing that right now. And we're just doing reruns on the day that there's not new episodes coming out. I swear, so people are just dumb. People be ridiculous. Let's talk about how you you hear one thing and then you ignore the rest. There's always one in every live stream. Anyways, I'm going to be getting off in a minute. I was going to go till 8. Does anyone else have any other questions? Forward to tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be good. Y'all can see the new episode tomorrow. Saying hi. Glad you caught me in time. Merry Christmas. Absolutely. Merry Christmas, Kevin. Merry Christmas. Good night, Pearl. I'm not talking about Mary anymore, guys. Okay, if there's nothing else, then I'll be getting off right about now. Okay, love you all. Have a good night. See ya. What's up in California? Good to see ya. Glad I caught you in time. All right. Okay, bye everyone. I'm off.